thought along with sharing my morning routine, I'd also share my little apartment home gym. It's just set up in our second bedroom. I have a treadmill that I got off Facebook Marketplace, new in box, and I've literally put thousands of miles on it. It's super compact, it folds up, so when we have company, it can kind of go off to the side. I have a foam roller, ab roller, I have a couple sets of weights and bands, and then I also have this little mini fridge that's new to our home gym, but it won't be here for long because we plan to build or purchase our dream home very, very soon. And then this little mini fridge that holds 60 cans. It's super quiet and so compact. It's the New Air AB600B model. There is a link below. Make sure to check it out. There's also a discount code for all of you guys here on YouTube to purchase one of these. New Air was kind enough to not only sponsor this video, but also give me this refrigerator. And we are super pumped because we will one day, very, very soon, have a full home gym in our garage. And that little mini fridge is like a little fruition into a bigger picture that is happening in our lives. It's a present for my husband. I have his drinks in there right now, and I'll show you later in the video how I continue to share love with this little mini refrigerator. So the first thing that I do in the morning is I warm up. And as you can see, I don't have a ton of space, but I make it work. I'll do some abs and some stretches and a few push-ups. And all this really does for me is it gets some blood flowing before I start running. So this is just, like I said, my routine, what works for me. It's 4 in the morning. I have to kind of wake up just a little bit before I get going, and I just start running right away, and then I cool down with a walk. If it's cold in the morning, I usually have on sweats and a sweatshirt just to warm up my body even more. But I'm so used to this. The only thing I'm not used to is filming myself, but I'm so used to this routine and how it works for me. So many people ask if I run every single day. The answer is yes, I do. I think I've taken off maybe a week full of days total this year, maybe not. I'm trying to think back to what my tracker says, but I don't take off very many days because I run out of joy. I run because it makes me feel grateful. I run because I feel like getting steps in every day is really good for your body. I don't care about how fast I run or how far I run. I just care about movement, and it's part of not only physical health, but also mental health for me. Running in the morning or even in the evening is one of the only times during the day where I can shut off my busy brain and just focus on one simple task. Typically for me, I will watch a little bit of YouTube or I will listen to a podcast. Sometimes I'll listen to worship music, but it's that one thing I do every single day for me, and I really, really love it. Another thing I do in the morning is I do some toe stretches. I listen to a podcast quite often called the Ultra Human podcast, and they talk about doing toe stretches when you are a long distance runner or an active runner. I also took away from that podcast not too long ago that people who run every single day have a different mindset than those that run 1 or 2 or 3 times a week. It's not that you're looking for punishment or that you're looking for, just like, oh, I want to be the best or the most aggressive runner. I have to, put in all these miles. It's a different mindset. It's a mindset more set in gratefulness for your body, for your health. It's a mindset of like, I want to move because my body deserves to move. So it's not unhealthy to run every day. Eventually your body will build up to it. And as you can see, I don't really start out running that fast. Again, it's just for movement. It's just for the love of running. And I really love my little treadmill, my little home gym. Like I said, I do usually walk for a few minutes after, about 5 or 10 minutes. And then depending on how much time I have in the morning, I typically get up at the same time every day. But if I have to be to work earlier, I might run 2 or 3 miles. Sometimes I might run 5. And then I also do bar blend workouts, which I haven't done in the morning too often, just because I find that my balance is better in the evening. So I've been doing those in the evening as well. So typically I am eating a smoothie, or I should say drinking a smoothie every morning after my workout, but I've been doing the Mary's mini diet for the past few days, and you'll see what I eat later today. So I've been making my husband a smoothie. We usually do smoothies in the morning. He was still sleeping this morning. And then I did get this vegan protein for him, and I was putting it in his smoothie, and then I'll put his smoothie with a note into the mini fridge. I think this is a really great way to set up your morning if you have something that you really enjoy. Some people do coffee in the morning, some people do tea. I find that on my way to work, if I sip on a smoothie, it just feels really good and refreshing. And I'm not a big breakfast person, so I feel like this is a great way to start my day. But like I said, this is a smoothie I made for my husband this day. Typically I'll make 2 of these or just double the batch, but I made this for him, and then I included just a nice little note because I'm that kind of wife. Let me know in the comments below if your whole life is centered around how to make other people's day better. I feel like that's me in a nutshell. I'm always thinking of others, and so when I run in the morning, it's like the one thing during the day that I take for myself. And because I take that time for myself, I have time to pour into other people. I structure my day so that my whole day is set up with I've done something for myself, I can use a little check mark there, and then I can move on with my day. So like I said, here's our mini fridge, and because we are in the process of home buying, home building, we just paid off a ton of our consumer debt, this little fridge is kind of a reminder for us that like we are about to move into the next step. And as silly as that might seem, something so small as putting a smoothie and a little note in a refrigerator for my husband makes me so happy, so that way I know when he gets up and he's gonna work out and grab a Powerade drink or an energy drink and go on with his morning routine himself, he'll come back and have a smoothie made, and that just makes me so incredibly happy. So then I just get ready for my day really quickly, and let me know if you are a dry shampoo lover like me. I just don't have the ambition to wash my hair every day or even multiple times a week. And then another little morning routine for me is if my husband is still sleeping, I'm the one that opens the windows, and it just, when that sunshine comes in, it makes me so incredibly happy. It's one of the reasons we moved here, because there's so much sunshine. There's literally like hardly any cloudy days. So then I grab my work bag, which is just this little book bag that I absolutely adore, that I think I got from Target a couple years ago. And I always pack my lunch the night before and put it right in the front of the fridge. I will show you what I'm having later today, as this is a full day of eating, but then I grab all of my things and I walk out the door and I head to work, and that is how I start every single morning. Okay, here's what I packed for a quick lunch this day. I made a potato salad. So I just used some staples that I have: dill relish, Dijon mustard, apple cider vinegar, and some quick chopped celery. And I added that to some baked potatoes. So I just took the apple cider vinegar, the dill relish, and the Dijon, just however much I wanted, and mixed it up into a recycled little mason jar thing and poured it over the potatoes, and this was so good. I'm gonna make a massive batch of this for my lunch prep for the rest of the week, even though I'm almost done with the Mary's Mini Challenge. If you don't know what that is, I'll leave a link down below. You can check it out, but basically you pick one starch to eat for 10 days and you mix it with a bunch of vegetables and almost like bland seasoning. It's a really good way to cleanse your palate, have rapid weight loss, break through a plateau, stop eating a bunch of vegan junk food. There's just a ton of reasons for it. And then I took some leftover mashed potatoes from the night before and put it with the onions and zucchini. And I did put the vegan chickenless seasoning from Trader Joe's on that. I really love that dressing. And then I showed this in my last What I Eat in a Day, but I've been having a lot of salads, and the dressing for this is apple cider vinegar, soy sauce, Dijon mustard, and then any seasoning that you would like. I've done this with Italian seasoning, garlic parsley. I think I even did it with like a spicy like chili powder kind of seasoning. It's really good. It's really delicious. If you don't like it as salty, you could add a little less soy sauce and a little water, kind of thin it out a little bit, but it's really creamy and delicious, and you can use any kind of mustard that you would like. So this is the dressing I've been using all week on my salads. I just mix it up. You can make a batch of this and it'll keep for a few days in your refrigerator. And then the salad was super simple. It was just lettuce, tomato, and cucumbers. Like I said, I showed this a few days ago on my last What I Eat in a Day, but I bought enough of the salad mix to last me for at least 10 days. So that's nice. So that way I can have this every single day. And what I did this day is I actually had like a meal, a salad, then a meal, and a salad, a meal, and a salad. So it was kind of nice. It was like my salad was my snacks, and I like that. It was kind of different and fun. So the last thing I did is take 3 more pre-baked potatoes. I like to bake a bunch of potatoes on Sunday, and then they're in the fridge and they're nice and starchy. So when I air fry them, they turn out really nice and crispy. And it's a really good way to keep them moist. If you microwave them beforehand, you can definitely do that. It'll keep them moist in the air fryer as well. So I just cut them into some big chunks, pop in my air fryer at 400 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes, and then I plated them up. And then I did have some zucchini and onion left over that I made yesterday for today's lunch, and I decided to have that for dinner as well. And then I paired this with the salad. I just didn't keep showing the salad because I felt like it got a little bit repetitive. And then because I love the Dijon apple cider vinegar dill relish that I had for lunch with the potato salad, I decided to do some Dijon with dill relish for a dipping sauce, and it was really delicious. This is obviously a staple meal for me, but I absolutely loved it.